I told my husband, I'm done working on me for you. From here forward, I'm only working on myself for myself. My anxious attachment caused me to believe for a very long time that I need to be something for everybody else, that I need to meet some sort of expectation that they must have in their head about me. I put that expectation there. They didn't necessarily expect anything from me, but I had assumed based on my own anxious spiraling thoughts that everyone around me expects something from me and I have to give it to them. So of course I went into our marriage with that baggage. And of course I acted out of an insecure place. Of course I reacted poorly a lot of the times. Of course I wasn't able to give him the space he needed. Of course I was codependent. But when I finally realized that I should be working on myself for myself and not to live up to some image that I'm assuming my husband has of me in his mind, it was like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I know that I'm not meant to walk around living my life to fulfill other people's expectations of me. I now know that that leads to more hurt, more pain. It leads to resentment. It leads to confusion. And it definitely didn't bring more connection in my marriage. And you know what's crazy is that when I started thinking this way, it felt so selfish. It was so foreign. It felt so awkward. It felt wrong. Because that's how deeply ingrained those anxious tendencies and the people-pleasing habits were in me. Staying in that anxious place felt safer than trying something new. They felt safer to me than setting boundaries. But it's what my husband needed in order for him to really get into his healing process as well. It can't be only one person carrying all the emotional load in the relationship. There has to be balance, or you have to take turns. So if you're struggling with anxious attachment and you have anxiety in your relationship right now, try to think about what security looks like. How would a secure person deal with this situation? Am I internalizing things and putting assumptions and pressure onto my already filled up plate? I know that's what I was doing before. Now, do I still struggle with this? Yes, of course, because healing isn't a destination, it's a journey. So yes, there are still days that I struggle. There are still times where here I'm on social media and I'm talking to you, and I feel that anxiety. As I record these videos sometimes, I think to myself of the expectations that others must have of me. Am I qualified? Am I good enough? Do I care enough? Do I seem that I care enough? But each and every day, I don't back down from the challenge, see? Don't back down from the challenge of anxiety. Face it every time. Prove to yourself that you are trustworthy, because you are trustworthy. You've done hard things, you'll do them again. Take that spirit into your relationship. You are worth healing for yourself. You don't need to do it for other people.